So I was having the problem. I was using YouTube iframes to add these videos in here, and as you can see, I can change the videos and everything is great on my resource. But the problem that I was having was when it came to mobile reactions. So if you shrink this down, you'll see what I'm talking about. It goes down and you can see how the video scrolls out of the screen. So that's exactly what happens on your phone. It's not reactive, and it's not a good way to look at it. So the problem is fixed now. I can go to any of my videos and open them up, and then when I get down to mobile view, you can see that the video is reactive now. It reacts to the movement, and when I get down to the cell phone size, it takes up the entire screen there and makes it real easy to see on the phone. Here's a little example for you. Here we have some videos that I put on here. Some of them I'm using just the iframe. Here's an iframe. This one on the top here. This is a sentence next to a YouTube iframe video, and you can see how what happens to the sentence there. It kind of gets bogged down and disappears, and it's not reactive. So down below that, I have another YouTube video that I've run through the response player, the responsive function, and you can see how responsive that is. Now this one a little lower here, this is one just using HTML5 video, and that one is also responsive. And then right below that I have a Vimeo video that I have ran through the function. So down here you can see this is another YouTube video that's just in an iframe, which is, you know, how they normally give it to you. So there you can see how all that works. Here we have a blank PHP page, and I'm going to include my function, which is located in my functions PHP file. What we're going to do is we're going to call the function, which is my video responsive player function, and then in here you just put the video that you want to use. You can link directly from YouTube, or you can use an embed link, you can use a Vimeo link, or you can add an HTML5 video that you have on your server. It doesn't matter, because the function figures out what type of video it is, and then it takes care of it for you. So I'll show you how it works. So we'll bounce over here to YouTube. Here's some YouTube videos. I just looked up some scuba diver videos. There's also one over here I looked up on Vimeo, and then just a regular HTML5 file that I had on my server. So what you do is you can click on the video and get it there, or you can just copy the link address and then paste it in here like so. Okay, now I can leave that just like that and the video come up to be 100%. Let me just save it, and I'll show you what it looks like right off the bat. And this was the other page I was working on. Now I've just deleted it, and this is a new page. So here it is. This is the one we just got. It automatically comes out at 100%. So you can see it there. Now you can see how it scales with the screen. So all the way down to cell phone size. That's what it's good for. So you can see how it scales nicely. All right. Now we'll head back over here and make an adjustment. And this is the arguments that this function takes. If you look here, you can see that it takes a video link and then a video width, which is set at 100% right off the bat, so you don't have to modify that at all. But if you were going to be putting it in somewhere smaller, you wanted to put it in next to something, you would do that here. You just put a comma, and then say for instance we want to make this 50%, we can drop it down right here and then just save it, and we'll go check it out. Alright, now right over here we'll refresh, and there you go. So now the video is at 50%. You can make it as small as you want, you know, as long as it's visible and viewable. Okay, now what we're going to do is we'll grab a Vimeo video here. Doesn't matter which one it is, and you can do it basically the same way. You can just copy the link. But before we do that, let me roll over here. We'll just make a copy of the video that we just put in here, and we'll put it down here. and we'll just change this out. I'll make that one 100%, and we'll go ahead and put a Vimeo video in right there. So let me pop over here, and we'll just grab this one here. We'll copy the link address right off of there and put it in, and that should come right up at 100% when we save it. So let's go over here and check it. Uh-huh. Okay, so there's a YouTube video, and then right down here is the video we just grabbed from Vimeo, which looks cool. Now, you can see that the Vimeo video scales also, and so does the 50%. So we've got one at 50% and one at 100%, and they're all scaling nicely, as you see. All right, so now we'll go back and we'll make a copy of this, and we'll get ready for another video. And I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and make this one, let's make this one 75%. Okay, 75. And then we'll grab an HTML5 video and toss it in here. We'll save it. And then if we go back, we can see that. So we have a YouTube video at 50%, we have a Vimeo video at 75%, and then we have an HTML5 video at 100%. And you can see as we shrink and expand the screen, they all respond nicely. Okay, so in the real world, you might want to loop through your database or through an array and then project those out as videos on your website. So here we have an array with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 URLs. There's one in here from Wikipedia, just a regular HTML5 video. Here's a Vimeo, and then some YouTubes up here. And then I'm looping through here, and then there's the video responsive player. And I'm going to go ahead and make these 50% so they're not so big, and we'll go see how that looks. All right, so we see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the Vimeo. There's an HTML5, and then there's 8, and that one's directly from Wikipedia. I should say Wikidata. So that looks really good, and they all work. And let's make sure they all, look at that, they all shrink down. And they're all at 50% now. If I would make them 100%, they'd be all the way across there in cell phone view as well. So why don't we do that? Make those 100% this time, just to check it out. Okay, upload that and see how that looks. Okay, so now they're all 100%. They're huge. All right. Now on a cell phone they'd be looking great. Now I'll show you another one. All right, that was a single. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a double. And now what I mean double is going to be 2 columns, and it's all going to be responsive. This is actually responsive divs. This is 2-column responsive div. And let me just take these pluses out of there. 100%, I++. Okay, so let's save that and see what 2 columns looks like. All right, let's go ahead and refresh this. And there we have 2 columns. Look at that. And they're all at 100% within their div. So that's cool. Now, as far as responsiveness, let's check it out. So we can see it's just as quick as we start getting down there a little bit. Now that would be, right there would be a tablet, and going on down to the cell phone is just 1. So see how nice that looks? Very, very responsive, and it looks great. Now, let me go show you one more. Okay, now we're going to do a triple. That was 2 columns. This time we're going to do a 3-column. Let me put that in. There we go. So now we have a responsive 3-column layout. And actually what I want to do is I want to add another video here, because it'll look better since it's 3 columns times 3 rows, which should be 9. It'll just look better. I'm going to add one more to the array, and I'm going to go over here to Wikidata, and I looked up some waterfall videos. I can take that video by copying the link address, and then I can just come back here and put it in like so, and all these are going to come out to 100%. So now we have 9 videos, and let's save that and go check it out. All right, now if we go back over here and refresh, there's our 2-column layout. Refresh, looking for a 3-column. There you go. That looks awesome. Now let's check the responsiveness. So as we roll down here, it's 3. You're getting kind of small. That's tablet view. And then, bam, we're into cell phone view, and you can see how nice the videos come out. And we have some videos in here. There's the waterfall video, and it does work. And then we have another Wikidata. There's an HTML5 video. There's a Vimeo video, and here's some YouTube videos. So that works totally awesome. All right, enough playing around. Let me get you into the responsive player function here. Let me get you in there and show you how to make it work for yourself. I'm not going to show you how to make this entire thing. I'm just going to show you how to modify it so you can use it on your website. All right, I'm going to go ahead and select all here, delete that, and put the function in here and open it up for you guys. Okay, here we have our switch statement, which basically determines what kind of video we're dealing with. YouTube, Vimeo, or HTML5 video. And then as we come down here, let me open this one up. Here's your CSS. This is the CSS that's used on all the different types of video players. And then down here we have our if statements, and they come back, and here's our YouTube video. You can go in here, this is all HTML, so you can go in here and change it around, add borders or whatever you want to do. You can allow them to open in a full screen or disallow them to open in a full screen, and all these things that you're allowed to do with these different types of videos. Here's our HTML5 video div. Okay, there's that one. And then here's our Vimeo video div. And that's the end of it. You're at 132 lines of code, and all you have to do is go in there and adjust what you want to, and then call the function like I showed you. So there's not a whole lot to it, but it's a pretty powerful little program. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to download the script, head over to resourceleader.com.